Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Scary Story channel. Today we're venturing deep into the shadowed heart of the woods, a place where the trees whisper secrets and the air grows heavy with forgotten magic. We're going to uncover the chilling legend of the Forest Witch. So gather close, turn down the lights, and prepare yourselves. They say that nestled in the densest, most untamed part of Blackwood Forest, there stands a crooked little cottage, half swallowed by moss and ivy. No map will lead you there, and no compass can point the way. It's said the cottage only reveals itself to those who are truly lost, or those who are foolish enough to go looking for it. And within that cottage lives Ilara, the woman they call the Forest Witch. The stories about Ilara are as old as the forest itself. Some villagers claim she's a malevolent crone, with skin like tree bark and eyes that glow with an eerie green light. They say she lures wanderers off the path with enchanting illusions. The scent of a warm meal, the sound of a loved one's voice, only to trap their souls in the gnarled roots of the ancient trees. Children are warned never to stray from the marked trails, lest they become another one of the witch's lost playthings, their laughter echoing faintly on the wind for eternity. But there are other whispers, softer and more sorrowful. These tales paint a different picture of Ilara. They speak of a young woman, a skilled herbalist who lived on the edge of the village centuries ago. She could heal any sickness with her knowledge of roots and leaves, and her kindness was known throughout the land. But fear is a powerful poison. When a mysterious plague swept through the village, the frightened townsfolk needed someone to blame. They turned on Ilara, accusing her of witchcraft and driving her into the depths of the forest with fire and pitchforks. According to this version of the legend, Ilara didn't seek revenge. Instead, her heart broke. She retreated into the woods, finding solace among the wild creatures and the ancient trees that accepted her without judgment. They say her magic isn't born of malice, but of a deep, abiding connection to nature itself. She became the forest's guardian, a protector of its secrets and its power. The strange lights seen dancing between the trees aren't meant to lure you to your doom, but to guide lost animals and protect the forest from those who would harm it. The eerie whispers on the wind aren't captured souls, but the spirit of the forest itself speaking through her. One of the most famous tales associated with the Forest Witch is the story of a young boy named Thomas. He was a curious and adventurous child who, despite his parents' warnings, often wandered into the woods. One autumn afternoon, chasing a rare blue butterfly, he ventured deeper than ever before. As the sun began to set, casting long, menacing shadows, Thomas realized he was hopelessly lost. Panic set in. The familiar woods had transformed into a terrifying maze of identical trees. He called for his parents, but only the rustling leaves answered. Just as despair began to consume him, a soft green light pulsed in the distance. Remembering the terrifying stories, Thomas was frozen with fear. But the light seemed warm, beckoning. He was cold, hungry, and desperate, so he cautiously made his way towards it. The light led him to a small clearing, where a quaint cottage stood, smoke curling gently from its stone chimney. The door creaked open, and a woman emerged. She wasn't a gnarled old hag, but a woman with kind eyes and hair woven with twigs and wildflowers. She offered him a bowl of warm stew and a place by her fire, asking nothing in return. She didn't speak much, but her presence was calming. She showed Thomas how to identify edible berries and how the moss on the trees could point him north. The next morning, she packed him a small pouch of dried fruit and led him to a hidden trail. "The forest provides for those who respect it," she said, her voice like the rustling of leaves. "But it can be dangerous for those who don't." With a final, gentle smile, she pointed him in the direction of his village. Thomas followed the path and was home before noon. When he told the villagers his story, they were divided. Some believed he was lucky to have escaped the witch's clutches, that she was merely fattening him up for a sinister purpose. They claimed the kindness was a trick, a clever illusion. But others, especially the elders, listened with thoughtful expressions. They saw the truth in the boy's eyes. They began to wonder if the monster they had feared for so long was nothing more than a lonely, misunderstood guardian. The debate continues to this day. Is Ilara a vengeful spirit, a cautionary tale to keep children out of the woods? Or is she a misunderstood protector, a symbol of nature's untamed power and the human cruelty that drove her into solitude? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. Perhaps the forest witch is simply a reflection of what we bring into the woods with us. If you enter with fear and malice, you will find a monster lurking in every shadow. But if you enter with respect and an open heart, you might just find a guide. So what do you think? Have you heard similar legends about a witch in the woods where you're from? The idea of a powerful, mysterious figure living in harmony with nature is a powerful one, and it appears in folklore all around the world. It makes you question what is truly monstrous, the unknown, or our own fear of it. The next time you walk through a forest, listen closely. Listen to the whispers of the wind and the creaking of the branches. You might just hear a story of your own. And if you ever find yourself lost among the trees and you see a faint green light glowing in the distance, what will you do? Will you run in fear, or will you walk towards it, hoping to find the truth behind the legend of the forest witch? The story of Ilara serves as a timeless reminder that things are not always as they seem, and that the greatest monsters often reside not in the dark woods, but within our own prejudices. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the heart of the woods. I hope this story sent a little shiver down your spine. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Scary Story for more chilling legends and terrifying tales. Let me know in the comments which version of the legend you believe. Until next time, stay curious and be careful what you go looking for in the dark,